As a result of our conversations between Kristian and I went from 250 cold approaches with 2 dates to going on dates with 6 different girls over the course of 6 weeks. So every week I was going on a date with a different girl. My goal with Kristian was, if I can go on 3 dates with 3 beautiful women over the course of the next 90 days, that was it. That's all I wanted. Because that would have been more than what I had achieved in years, over 250 approaches. So I said, if I could do 3 dates in 90 days, that's great. I did 6 dates in 6 weeks. So I started working with Kristian in early January of 2026. And at that point in time, I had done about 250 approaches, cold approaches in my life over the course of a few years. 250 approaches. I'd only ever gone on 2 dates out of 250 approaches. So I understood that something was wrong with my system. I could keep going and do another 250 more approaches just to get 2 more dates. But to me, it didn't make sense to do that. So I realized I needed to make a change. And that's when I got in contact with Kristian. We set up a call, and we realized it would be a good fit to work together. So we worked together virtually. I'm in Canada, he's in England, and we had weekly calls where we spoke over Zoom about what I was currently doing in my cold approach game and what could be worked on. We worked on a bunch of different things, from the emotional connectivity that I was trying to build in my conversations, to how I was saying certain things, to even different phrases that I could start to deploy in my conversations to go delve into a deeper layer of conversing rather than just staying surface level and being so friendly and trying to develop a more polarizing character. As a result of our conversations between Kristian and I went from 250 cold approaches with 2 dates to going on dates with 6 different girls over the course of 6 weeks. So every week I was going on a date with a different girl. And I got to the point where even just a few weeks in working with Kristian, we actually completely stopped focusing on dating with our work. And we instead decided that it would be best to spend our time focusing on building my business. So we completely moved from dating coach to business coach in the span of a few weeks, because I was seeing the results that I want, right? My goal with Kristian was, if I can go on 3 dates with 3 beautiful women over the course of the next 90 days, that was it. That's all I wanted, because that would have been more than what I had achieved in years, over 250 approaches. So I said, if I could do 3 dates in 90 days, that's great. I did 6 dates in 6 weeks, and I said, okay, let's do something else, right? So we completely ended up changing what we worked on, and we shifted towards business coaching after just 3 weeks of working together. And what we got to work on there was a lot to do with how I was speaking during my sales calls, how to better close my sales calls. So we actually analyzed some of my sales calls together. We talked about how to actually better my marketing and my brand image. We set up parts of our website together and did some of the copywriting for the text on that website as well. And we also talked about content generation for bringing in leads through YouTube. On the dating side, I went from 250 approaches with 2 dates ever over the course of a few years to approaching consistently over the course of 6 weeks and landing 6 dates with 6 different girls. And it just got to the point where I started getting bored of going on these dates. I didn't even want it anymore. So I decided, let's focus on something else. Let's focus on business coaching, because I have a goal of getting to 10K months. And that's something that Kristian and I are still working on right now as we speak, to scale my current career coaching business to $10,000 Canadian a month. One of the other benefits too of working in Kristian's entourage is that you get access to the entourage, which is a WhatsApp group chat. And you have people in this group chat that have a lot of tenure in cold approaching, but also are brand new to cold approaching. So you get to hear all different types of perspectives whenever you shoot a question into the void, into that WhatsApp group chat, to ask for feedback or to ask for help. You can drop if you have any audio files of approaches you've done, or even in-field footage, video and audio, into that group chat, and guys will be in there, guys who have had maybe decades of experience, or guys even are just starting and they're using that as a learning opportunity. They will be in there to learn, but also the more tenured guys will be in there to actually give you some feedback as well, and give you another perspective as to what you can work on. So that's one of the benefits too of working with Kristian, is you don't just get his one-on-one private coaching, you also get access to the entourage, which is a group of dozens of men across the entire world. And the nice part about it is that there's probably a good chance, depending on where you're joining from, that you'll be either in the same city as other people in that group chat, or if not, you might be in a nearby country or close enough where you guys can just fly out and start sarging together and gaming together, because it does make a huge difference if you game together versus just on your own. So actually, through Kristian's program, I had met someone else who also happened to be in Toronto through a couple of mutual friends, mutual connections, and I ended up also sarging with him, and I've been able to help his game, he's been able to help my game, and we've both seen a great increase in our ability to cold approach women. So that's another benefit to also joining Coach Kristian's program. So again, thank you to Coach Kristian for being an awesome coach. I went from 2 dates over 250 approaches to 6 dates in 6 weeks. And it's because we developed a system that actually works, and we did that through our coaching calls.